And we're back, and we're talking about Google entering the world of the streaming television market. Now, you know, this market is getting crowded. Everyone, like we just said, CBS, they're trying to shut down Aereo, they're trying to shut down companies like that, but really, you're not going to be able to, because this is where technology is going. This is where people are going. I mean, this is where technology is going, and if the major companies don't get on with it, if they don't get on board, they're going to be left behind, because the Netflixes are already out there, the Hulu Plus is already out there, Amazon Prime is already out there. I mean, other streaming movie companies are already out there. They're already being movies streamed online. People are already watching a lot of their movies online. People are already paying for a lot of their viewing content online. That's why Netflix has millions of subscribers. That's why companies like Roku, Apple TV, all of these companies have what you would call a customer base that's really in the millions, really in the millions. So there's really no way to stop this situation. There's no way for companies to stop it, but they might as well just get on board. And the latest company to really make a push, according to the Wall Street Journal, is Google. Google pitches to their online service to companies. Now, according to this report, they're saying that Google is joining several other technology companies in the race to launch an online version of paid television. Google has recently approached media companies about licensing their content for an internet TV service that would stream traditional TV programs. People familiar with the matter say they want to stream traditional TV programs over the internet. If the web giant goes ahead with the idea, it would join several other companies planning to offer services that deliver cable TV style packages of channels over broadband connections. Intel Corporation, Sony Corporation are both working on similar offerings, while Apple has pitched various TV licensing ideas to media companies in the past couple of years. Now, Google has made overtures to some programmers in recent months about innovative people familiar with the situation said. And at least one case, Google has provided a demonstration of that product that they have asked programmers to help them come up with. They have had a demonstration of it, and according to a person who saw the demonstration, Google didn't immediately have a comment. Now, if launched, the Internet TV service could have major implications for traditional TV ecosystem, creating new competition for paid TV operators that are already struggling to retain video subscribers. Existing online video players like Netflix, Amazon Prime, as we said before, Hulu Plus, offer on-demand TV, but the latest efforts are aimed at offering conventional channels, allowing consumers to flip through channels just as they would on cable, as well as on-demand programming. Now, there's no guarantee Google or any other technology companies will be able to strike a licensing deals with the CBSs or the Foxes or the NBCs. Media companies are nervous about undermining their lucrative arrangements with existing distributors by licensing to new online paid services. So this is going to be something that people take cautiously. Now, it's unclear whether the company has struck any major programming deals, but it may at least have a name. Documents disclosed last week indicate that the company may call they may call the service OnQ, and an Intel spokesperson declined to comment on Tuesday. So the status of Sony's plans aren't clear, although one media executive said Tuesday Sony could launch its service before Intel, as previously reported. So all of these companies, you have Intel, you have Sony, and you have Google, all trying to launch, how should we put it, cable online TV. Now, it's not cable, but it's TV that's going to be online like the cable companies, and this definitely would be the next step, because as you know, companies like Netflix, companies like Hulu, they stream they stream programming as far as a show like Lost, for example, or Heroes, or Powerpuff Girls, or whatever. They have shows that they stream on their service, so you can watch these shows that came on MacGyver way back in the days. You can watch Star Trek, the Next Generation, Deep Space Nine. All of those various Star Treks are on Netflix. They're on Hulu, available for streaming. But what Google is trying to do, what Sony is trying to do, and what Intel is trying to do, and in some cases what Apple is trying to do, they're trying to strike a deal with networks to be able to stream their programming online. So rather than having to watch your programming through a cable box over the air, or through a cable box now, you would have a Roku, for example, type box, or Google hardware box, and those channels are streamed online. So you have all of this online. So wherever you go, you can watch what you want to watch, where you want to watch it online. And I'm sure Google is going to have some kind of DVR service, whether they use their Google Cloud service, or the box itself has ample storage or things like that. But it's going to be a service. Once this thing hits to go online, it's going to be a service that allows you to watch what you want, when you want, where you want it, fully. Now, if something like this comes out, it's definitely going to be competition for companies like Netflix, for companies like Hulu Plus. But here's where Netflix and Hulu have a little niche that that service wouldn't really touch, and that is in the way of older programming. Programming, like we mentioned, like MacGyver, programming like Star Trek, the older versions, or programming like I Dream of Jeannie, those things that came on way before, or programming that came on last year, like a Flash Forward, like Heroes, like Lost, those kinds of programming that came on before, or Red Widow. Those kinds of programming won't be available on the Google streaming, because they are looking to get live TV programming to be streamed over the internet, just like it is over cable. So you can flip through your channels just like you would with cable. It's just that all of this is streaming online, giving you the ability to watch TV wherever you want. You don't have to come home to watch TV. You'll be able to watch live TV wherever you are, because as long as you have an internet connection, you can connect to your Google service. And you should be able to watch that wherever you are. Just like you can Netflix. You can watch Netflix wherever you are. So just because you're, if you live in Florida and you're in vacationing in Hawaii, your Netflix account goes with you. So if you're in Hawaii and you have internet connection, you can connect to your Netflix device, as long as your tablet or whatnot has the Netflix app on it. You can download the app or whatnot, or you have the app already on it. You can still connect to your Netflix account because it's online. That's what Google is trying to do. And I think that if that comes out, that's going to be a game changer for people in the industry, and for people like us who watch TV or consume media. Definitely that is going to be a game changer. Now, are they going to allow the networks, are they going to allow this to happen? That's the question. Are they going to be forthcoming with this and team up with Google? Now, that's going to be the question. Now, Google has thus far made tentative strikes from both sides of the TV programming line. Its Google TV platform is available on set-top boxes and television. Google TV, you have the ability to surf the web and stuff like that. It was on it's a Sony internet streamer has Google TV. Some TVs themselves come with Google TV. We know Logitech Review also had Google TV. This was the ability. It had a few apps like Netflix, Hulu Plus, Amazon Prime, different things like that. IGN had those various apps on it as well. And it also allowed you to surf the web. Now, so they had that side of it. It's Google TV platform, available in set-top boxes like Roku, Apple TV, like Roku, like Sony, internet streamer like Logitech Review, and televisions themselves. And the company set up a gigabit fiber network. Remember, we talked about Google Fiber here in Kansas City, in Utah, in Portland, coming to Texas. All of those markets in a few cities. These quiet meetings with media companies may result in the logical next step for a Google provided TV content. Now, for the service to work, Google has to strike licensing deals with the media companies to carry their channels via video stream. Google would likely be getting similar deals for over-the-top rights that the other programming providers do, meaning it will negotiate for packages that involve both popular and unpopular channels. Now, the Wall Street Journal notes that the size of the distributor influences how good the package pricing is. Google is a newbie and might face a price premium, but it seems like that the deep Google pockets could foot the bill if the company views what they're doing as an investment. The Wall Street Journal states that Intel has pursued similar negotiations with media companies over the last year. So this is definitely something that is serious, and Google could pull it off. And if it does, because Google is in place with their Google Fiber to offer these streaming so that it's not jittery, so that it's not glitchy, so that it's something that people can truly enjoy. And they're rolling out this gigabit internet in several markets, and it's been wildly popular and successful. So right now, Google is poised to be able to do this. Now, is this going to make a change, like I said, in the TV viewing world for people who want to stream, people who like to get their content on the go, like cord cutters? Definitely, this is going to be a game changer. Now, is it going to be enough to cause cord cutters to want to pay a premium for cable channels? Because right now, statistics say that most cable subscribers only watch between 5 and 10 channels regularly that they have. And, cable packages come with hundreds of cable channels, and most cable subscribers only watch between 5 and 10 channels regularly. So it's going to be interesting to see how this thing plays itself out. But definitely, this will be a game changer if it does come to light. And a company like Google, with the pockets of Google, could definitely bring this thing to that next level. Now, coming up after the break, next generation iPhone talks kicks into gear. Will there be a mid-tier iPhone? And also, Apple may delay the introduction of the iPhone S. And Google Glass has been hacked with a malicious QR code. So Google Glass is growing up. All of this and more coming up after the break on Tech Pulse. So we'll see you right after these words.